Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video with your old Uncle Carl on the Easy Prepping channel. Today I've made a list. I've got 17 items here that I think a lot of preppers either overlook, even in their videos where they say items you must have. A lot of these I don't recall ever seeing on any of those lists. And I started throwing some together a few days ago just to get my thoughts together here. But let's proceed. Well, these items are in no particular order of importance. They're just the way they made it down on the notepad here as I was listing them. But number one, we're going to start off with activated charcoal. This is a powder activated charcoal. I picked this up because it's a water filter, a very good water filter from research I've done online. And it has many other uses from what I've seen here. The primary use I see when I look online is an emergency treatment of overdoses and poisoning. Apparently, it has the ability to absorb a lot of bad things if you ingest them by accident. But I highly recommend before you use this internally, get advice from your doctor. Other uses purportedly on the internet are kidney health, intestinal gas relief, diarrhea relief, teeth whitening and oral health. Apparently, it sucks up the bad bacteria in your mouth. Skin care absorbs bad stuff out of your skin. Can be used as a deodorant and for skin infections. So, good at sucking that bad stuff out of your skin, out of a wound. But that's what the internet tells me. And number two on our list here is fishing supplies. This did not really occur to me until I stocked our pond here with some bluegill, and they've lived and they've reproduced and they're getting big. And I had no way to catch them if I were to need to in an SHTF. So if your plan at all would include fishing for food, well, I just strolled through my local Walmart one day. I was in there anyway. I got bobbers, more bobbers. Well, anyway, there's hooks, weights, everything I need to put on the end of the line to do me some fishing. Now, I have a bunch of line in the basement of different weights. Mainly, I got it for, well, to use as tripwires for an alarm system if that were to come to pass that I would need that. And as far as a fishing pole, although I do have one, I think it's just leaning up in a corner in the barn, never used. I could make a fishing pole out of just, or you could, out of just a small tree, a 6, 8 foot tree. Cut it down, cut the limbs off. You got a fishing pole. And number three on our list, Ziploc bags. We have a bunch of the quart and the gallon ones here. I brought this one up as an example from my firearms cleaning bench. That's why it has, you also see number 4 on the list. Q-tips are inside here. A lot of uses for both of these. Another thing I use Ziploc bags for in the firearms bench is if I'm going to go target practice, punch holes in paper. I don't want to use the expensive ammo that I typically keep in firearms, self-defense ammo it's called. I just want the cheaper, less expensive full metal jacket. So what do I do with the expensive ammo as I unload the magazines? Ziploc bags. A lot of different uses. And also, to go with that, that came up from the firearms cleaning bench. Pipe cleaners is what they called, well, when I was a kid, well, even back a long time ago when I smoked pipe. I had a whole bunch of these. Very good for cleaning things with small areas you need to clean out. Also, I was looking briefly online. I might do a whole video just on the pipe cleaner. I said one saw uses for using if you break a tab off a zipper. Pipe cleaner. And on to number 6 on the list is a sewing kit. Now, I've already done a video where I showed you stuff that I had in prepper bins, and there was a sewing kit in there. And I brought it up and showed it to you here on the video, but I'm including it here because it's one of the things that a lot of people, a lot of preppers may not think of, may have overlooked. And in an SHTF, you're going to want to be able to repair your clothes and, well, other cloth things. So, sewing kit. And they're on Amazon. Here's one I saw for as little as $4.50. So, I'd recommend having one. Next is eyedroppers. I have a set of these I bought. I found some on Amazon here, 4 for $5. But one of the main reasons to have one of these, this one I use for hydrogen peroxide, put in my, clean out my ears. But if you're going to purify water, and you probably need to purify water in an SHTF, you need 8 drops of bleach per gallon. And that is I think, a fairly critical measurement because you're purifying your water to drink. You don't want too much or too little. Have an eyedropper, be able to measure that accurately. And number 8, we have hand sanitizer. I know several videos, I think I've mentioned having hand soap, but just to have, say, in your bug out bag or get home bag, a small bottle of hand sanitizer might be fairly handy. And number 9, brought this out to show you. This is my EDC. It's a Hoffman Richter pocket knife, one hand open. But knife is not on the list. My point is, not many people have a way to sharpen them. Now, there are a lot of different ways. Knife sharpeners. Now, just look at any store. One I brought up to show, I even write on the box so I know what's in it on the shelf. Now, this is not one you'd want for a bug out bag or a get home bag. It's big and bulky, but it's a nicer one. It has 1,000 grit and 6,000 grit on 2 different sides. So if you're going to bug in, have a way to sharpen your knives either way. And after that, we have zip ties. Another thing with 1,001 uses. And ones I brought to show you, I think I found these at Harbor Freight Tools. 2 foot long zip ties. This is just a pack of 10, but these could be good at subduing bad guys. 2 foot long ones. Anyway, have a wide variety of zip ties of different sizes. And number 12 on our list is, I think, another thing that not many people really think of, but is extra shoes, specifically work boot type shoes. Chances are you're going to be doing more labor than less in an SHTF scenario, and you're going to want to protect your feet. So have you some good shoes, work boots. You don't want to be at the end of life of a pair when SHTF hits and then you're stuck. Anyway, have you some extra shoes and boots. Next is just work clothes. And what story is, one time I was talking with one of my close relatives about what they should pack up if they should ever have to bug out to here. And I told him work clothes, specifically like blue jeans, something durable. His comment was he thought he might have one pair somewhere. Anyway, I emphasized to him he might want to pick up a couple extra pairs, but you might want to have a couple extra pairs because you might be surprised how fast you go through them if you're having to do more labor. And next we have socks, just plain old athletic socks. Have you an extra pack or 2 on the shelf. And another item, go right along with that, number 14, underwear. A lot of people don't think about having some extra underwear on the shelf, but you're going to be wearing through it and there's not going to be a Wally Mart to go to. At number 15 on the list, I'm going to include both, cots and a blow-up mattress. I saw one of the cheapest blow-up mattresses I saw, comes with a pump on Amazon, was $29 for a full size, which I didn't think was a bad price. But being the bug out location for close friends and relatives, I have one blow up mattress. I've got several cots. Is some way for people to sleep that they're not right on the floor. Of course, sleeping bags. But once again, blow up mattress and cots. Number 16, extra glasses. You don't want to break your glasses and not be able to see what you're doing. What I do is I put back the old glasses when I get a new pair. I get a new pair about once a year. And I take the old glasses and put them back out down in the tornado shelter. So they may not be as accurate for my prescription, as my eyes are getting worse over time, but they're better than nothing. And next, number 17, is something you probably want for your bug out bag or get home bag, and that is pepper spray, especially if you're one of those that, well, you don't like firearms, don't want to shoot, don't want to carry one. You can get you some pepper spray and have for a means of self-defense. Well, this is the part of the video where I ask you to click that subscribe button if you have not already. If you liked the video, thought it was entertaining, educational, you like the list of forgotten items, click that thumbs up button. And I'd like to go out with a quote by George S. Patton that I found online. It's prepare for the unknown by studying how others in the past have coped with the unforeseeable and the unpredictable. In other words, learn from the past, learn from other people's mistakes. Thank you for watching.